Today we are throwing marketing funnels in the trash can. Are you excited? I'm ready to talk to you about how this new way that you can think about marketing your business is so much better than a traditional marketing funnel. And the best way to explain it is I want you to imagine that you live in Georgia and you're driving to South Florida to go on a beach vacation with your family. And you're sitting there in your yard or in your driveway and you see a golf cart and you see a 2024 Yukon Denali. Okay. Beautiful sunroof, great interior leather. It's wonderful. So you have two options to pack up everything that you have that you want to take to the beach, and you want to get there in the next, 7 or 8 hours. You just want to get to your result sooner, right? Which one are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the golf cart or are you going to choose the 2024 Yukon Denali? I imagine you're going to choose the Denali. Number one, you're going to get there in style. You're going to get there faster. And the thing is the golf cart and the Denali are both vehicles. They both have wheels. They both can speed up. They both can get you to your destination. It's just one gets you there sooner, doesn't it? Which is why you're probably going to choose the Denali. So that's how I want you to think about marketing funnels and a marketing machine. So marketing funnels, so 2023, in my opinion, marketing machine, this is the new way. This is what I've created, and no one else teaches this as of this moment. And it is a different way to think about how you market your business. So let's start with that. The definition of marketing is to promote a product or service. So promoting your product or service is not optional, right? Unless you're just super famous and you don't, you really, well, you're still promoting it if you're sharing on stories. But no matter what, if you have a product or a service or a business you want more people to find, you're going to want to listen to this new framework and how you can think about marketing and your messaging. So a marketing funnel is kind of like taking people on a date. And there's nothing wrong with that because on the very first date, that is in the traditional marketing funnel world. You think of a funnel, right? You're thinking of funnel and it's wide at the top and then it gets more narrow as you get to the bottom of the funnel, right? Well, at the very top of the funnel is awareness. Awareness is when people are truly just becoming aware of you and your business. This is the first time they're getting exposed to you. They are becoming aware. And so it's like going on a first date. So on a first date, you're a little bit more lighthearted. You're a little bit more patient. The way you communicate is differently, isn't it? So that is exactly how you want to approach the awareness phase if you are doing a traditional funnel, where you are maybe just showing a video of what you have to offer and it's not like a hard sell, like buy right now. This is where you are like, hey, learn more. Here's what we have to offer. Check it out. So that's awareness. Consideration is in the middle of the funnel. And consideration is where they are considering you versus someone else that does what you do or does something similar to what you do. That's the consideration phase of the funnel. And the in this consideration phase of the funnel, they may have watched your videos, they may have been to your website, they may have seen you, but they've also done that same thing with your competitors too. So they are considering their options. Well, conversion is the final bottom part of the funnel. Conversion is where you're asking for the sale. It's where people are ready to buy. And so your messaging and your CTA, your calls to action, are going to be different in that bottom half, in that bottom piece of the funnel. And that's the most narrow piece because these are people that are aware of you, they've been considering with you, and now they're ready to buy. So all of that sounds great. And that over the last decade of working with Fortune 500 companies and working with over 200 small business owners and running my business, I can't tell you how many times I've said marketing funnel because it was smart. But they make new cars every year. And now I've created this new way to think about marketing your business, and it is through a marketing machine. And the reason that I created this is because if you go back and you visualize that funnel where it gets wide at the top and then it gets more narrow, at the very bottom is conversion. And how do people get to that bottom part of the funnel? They have to come through the top, right? The only way is they come through the top from awareness to consideration to conversion. And I just want to challenge that thought because some people are ready to move and ready to buy right now, this second. And so some of y'all are trying to you may be taking people backwards, saying, no, 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 it has to have a freebie first. And then you have to be upsold to this. And then you'll get an email nurture for this. And although having all those pieces is absolutely important in your marketing strategy, I am not negating that. What I am saying is you don't only want to market your business from a marketing funnel perspective where they have to start up here at the top. And here's why. And Amy is in my mastermind, and Amy is a coach for kids in college with ADHD. So she specializes in helping those students be prepared and just graduate on time, because she shared with me the tuition rates, but basically the majority of children, or I guess young adults with ADHD in college, they graduate on time is less than half. And so that's what she does, is she helps people and works with them so that they can graduate on time. If you want to learn more about Amy, just message me. I'll happily send you her information. She's wonderful. But when I was in Hawaii, I'd never met Amy, and I'm in Hawaii with Kyle, and I get a message on Instagram from Amy. And she was like, hey, I've listened to your podcast and I'm ready to buy. And we had a little bit of a conversation, but before I could even get back to her message, she'd already purchased my program, but I hadn't even told her that there was something that she was more qualified for specifically because of where she was at with her business, and it was the mastermind. And so she came in and I was like, oops, I'll just refund you for this program that you just purchased and just use that as a credit towards the mastermind, which is what we did. And so she was all of a sudden right there, ready to convert. She was ready to buy the most valuable offer that I have. And for you, what that means for you is that there are Amy's out there searching for you who are ready to buy what you have right now. You don't have to take them back. You don't have to let them go through 8 emails or 10 upsells and downsells, cross sells. They're just ready to move forward right now. And so what I've created is what's called a marketing machine, which is where, well, let's start with the definition. So the definition of marketing is to promote a product or service. The definition of machine is when you have multiple parts, each with a definite function, working together for a specific task. And what that really means for you is that you have a machine, kind of like your washing machine, how you can go in there and like put laundry detergent and clothes and click on. You get to a place where you have built a marketing machine in your business so that you have multiple parts working together with the ultimate goal of people finding you. Now, each have a specific task. So I have a marketing strategy for my podcast. And so that piece of my machine was in play, which allowed Amy to be ready to buy very quickly and work together because my machine was working for me while I was in Hawaii, which is really cool. And so what that means for you is you can take the time. Now, I'll admit it is going to take time to set up a washing machine or a marketing machine in the same way that building a washing machine takes time. It takes time to get the hose and the draining and the buttons and everything all working together. But then what that allows you to have is an automatic machine that gets your result reliably. Like I know I can click a button and walk out of my laundry room and I will come back to clean clothes. You can build a marketing machine in your business when you can become that like works for you so that you can become findable, so that when you turn it on, you can return and have leads and the right people who are actually looking for what you have to offer. It was so funny. Laura Beth, so she is the director of operations here at the Digital Marketing Academy. And Laura Beth was on vacation and I'm over here just doing marketing magic, building marketing machines on the back end. And it was like Thursday or Friday when she was on vacation. And she was like, Ashley, I can tell the machine has been turned on. And it was true. Like you really can tell when we click that button, you can tell when it's on. You can literally feel when our marketing machine is turned on because there's a few little levers that we click. We dial up the speed, we dial up the budget over here. We really do have a machine. So tomorrow, if Laura Beth was like, we need clients, we would turn it on. We simply are in such a great place right now. we are, we don't have many campaigns running right now except for speaking to get speaking gigs and podcast to get more people like you listening and learning these marketing strategies. So that's a piece of our machine. We're becoming findable for people who want to hire me to come speak about marketing. And we're becoming findable for people who are looking for marketing podcasts. And so that's a piece of our machine. And our big part of our machine, the big system, it is turned off right now, which is really cool. But if we needed to turn it on tomorrow, we could. And that is why this idea of a marketing machine where it takes time to build, but you click a button and it turns on and works for you is so different, because you can have low ticket offers. You can also only have high ticket offers. And you can also only have your marketing machine running for people that want to buy the big thing. Like, let's start at the end, shall we? I just want you to know that's possible for you. So the entire system that we built, this marketing machine, like I said, it's kind of like comparing the funnel as a golf cart, the machine as a Denali, and it just allows you to be there in the moment when people are searching for you. And one of the things that I talk about, one piece of our marketing machine is Google Ads specifically. There's a lot of different things you can do with Google Ads, and it's so much more different than just like, I'm going to go create a Google Ads account today and just follow the steps and click the buttons. This is so different than that. I've had so many clients that come to me because they're like, hey, I'm smart. I can go DIY this. And it becomes a disaster. But when you do it the right way, the way that I teach, it really is a way for you to guarantee that it's the right people that are searching for you right now. That is why I love Google, because Google is the only non-interruptive platform. Non-interruptive meaning if you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, when you see an ad, it's interrupting what you're doing, isn't it? Whereas on Google, if I'm over here searching for the best hairstylist for extensions, which I don't have, by the way, someone asked me that. I was like, this is the nicest compliment. Thank you. I do not have extensions, but if I was searching for it, I'm over here raising my hand saying, I wish I could find extensions. I wish I could find the best sales coach. I wish I could find a podcast about this subject. I wish I could find someone who can, fix this, remodel my kitchen. Someone is waving their hand saying, I wish I could find the best realtor. I wish I could find the best interior designer. And you have an opportunity to be there. So you're not interrupting what they're doing. You're complimenting their desire and their intent, saying, hey, oh, you're looking for that? I'm right here. That's a critical piece in our marketing machine, is being findable on Google, because it is the only non-interruptive platform. And the thing about it is your competitors and your audience are on all these places. Your competitors are on YouTube. Your audience is on YouTube. Your competitors are on TikTok. Your audience is on TikTok. Your people are all these places. And when you can figure out how to build a marketing machine that allows them to find you no matter where they are, that works together, that you can turn on like a button, it takes time, but it's so worth it, and it becomes automatic. And that is the only way that, as it stands right now, as I record this on Monday, June 17th, we are a 2-person company and going to exceed $1 million in revenue this year. It is only because we have built a marketing machine. Now, it took some time, but now that we have taken the time to build the machine, we have sped our results up so quickly, because marketing means promoting your product or service. And we have really mastered that, which is why that's what we get the opportunity to teach people like you how to do. So the last thing I want to remind you of is that when you are putting together a marketing machine, there is not a one size fits all for every business. So what works for my business and my messaging may not be the same messaging and the same machine that you need. And this, like, think about it like this. You can have a dishwasher, a car, a washing machine, an ice maker, and a blow dryer. Those are all machines, and they're all different, but they all work. And I know with certainty that it took time for each of those machines to be built the very first time. But what I know is when they made iteration number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9,000, it was way faster to build. And you can iterate once you have something that you know works. You can say, okay, how can we make this better? Every car company out there is making a better car right now. They are taking the car that they built and they are saying, how can I make this machine literally better for next year? And so these machines can all still wash your dishes and dry your hair and transport you and wash your clothes. They can all work and they can also improve and get better, but they all are still getting you the result that you want. It's just, could you get there faster? Could you get there better? That is what's so fun when I think about a marketing machine. Like I actually enjoy it so much when I figure out what is really working in our marketing strategy and when you figure out what's working for you and then fine tuning it for your specific machine and just figuring out what that looks like is so much fun. So I just want to encourage you to continue learning marketing and think about your marketing efforts as a machine and what pieces do you need. It's kind of like when I think about a car, an actual car, because it's a machine, and you have everything in that car. You have the wheels, you have the tire, you have the axle, you have the engine, you have the spark plug, you have the keys, you have the windshield, you have all these pieces, and yet if you don't have the steering wheel, it doesn't work. Like you cannot get anywhere without that steering wheel, or you'll just crash, which is also bad. It's like that with a marketing machine. You may find that you have built it and you're so close. You're so close. And there's just one little piece, one little final touch that can actually take it from not working to working. And I just want you to think about that when you think about what is or is not working in your business. Could it just be that you need a steering wheel just plugged in and then everything clicks? For you, that could be your messaging. For you, it could be how you're reminding your audience. For you, it could be your sales page. You could have one little thing that could be tweaked, that could be adjusted, that could really help that machine just take off and go. And then you actually have the control of it moving forward like you would if you had a steering wheel locked into that car. All right, so I just want to remind you that if you want to build a marketing machine, that's exactly what we're going to talk about in the Find Your Leads Challenge. So if you have never enrolled in the Find Your Leads Challenge, you're missing out on a bunch of fun and learning more about this machine and what goes into it, and what strategy that you could have for you and your business. So click the link in this podcast or below this YouTube video, or just go to ashleybrock.com/findyourleads and register for the challenge. And I cannot wait to see you there. And we're going to talk all about this marketing machine that you can build for you too.